Hello, my ginger loves. Welcome to Tea Time with Joce. I am your co-host, Joce. Remember that I am not for everyone, and neither is this reading. So take what's yours, don't steal what's not. Happy Sunday. Oh, everyone had a wonderful weekend. I know I'm in the dark, but I don't know. I told y'all the eclipse been eclipsing. So I need to keep my nervous system calm. Okay? So when you need to keep your nervous system calm, you do what you gotta do. Okay? I can see. Okay? And then you try to see what you can see, how you need to see it, but make sure you seeing it with the right eye. Message. Okay? Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, y'all, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, that's that smoke first thing in the morning. Not no cigarettes either. Any maroon. So in the pre-shuffle, 4 cards came out. So yeah. So first we have freedom. And I know you probably can't see it, but this is from the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. I really love this deck. But this card is talking about returning to that childlike spirit, okay, to reclaim your freedom, to reclaim that feeling of not being restricted. Okay, and so next we have Mama Yemaya. She came out, Resurrection. Okay, and she is represented by the peacock. So someone may be coming into a new level of self-confidence. Your self-worth has had a boost. You have more self-love. Someone may resonate with Mama Yemaya or with any of the other water goddesses. But this is talking about a resurrection of something rising, right? And so even though it's a phoenix, I feel like, rising from the ashes. I feel like someone is definitely stepping into a time where you are reclaiming your freedom. You are new, okay? You've been made new. There's been some sort of baptism of your spirit. Okay, and so you may have had to go through a very difficult time. And I feel like this keeps coming out because that has been, and I ain't finna lie, my experience also, like recently, since having to come back to Florida, healing some things that I needed to clear up so that I could go to the next level for the fresh start. There were some things that I needed to make peace with, some things that I needed to just get right within my spirit. And so I feel like this is going on for others as well because it keeps coming out. So there's somebody clearly watching, or somebody's clearly watching, that this is what you're experiencing. There's been some sort of transformation and renewal within your spirit that's giving you the freedom that you've been working very hard for. Okay, I feel like maybe you've been going through a rough time. Maybe there was some things, some like spiritual debris, okay, that you needed to get off of you, and you needed to, and so now I feel like someone's in the phase of you're getting the last bit of residue off. Okay. And then we have clear your karma came out also. So it's like the scales needed to be balanced. Okay, there's someone that's been doing some work. There's a lot of shit that you just had to work through, and maybe like me, you were called to revisit something from your past so that you could go ahead, clear it up, and get it off you, get it out of you. get it from around you so that you could come back into balance. And then you have star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. So somebody may resonate with ancient Kemet. Maybe you have a past life or you have lineage in that area. Um, you know, or maybe somebody is delving deeper into, their spirituality. Maybe you have some roots in African spirituality. Um, but I feel like now, because you've done some sort of work, okay, it's allowing you to be able to hear clearly. Okay, there's divine guidance that's being given to you. There's divine protection, definitely. Someone, maybe you are starseed energy. Um, maybe you come from a lineage of healers, mathematicians, scientists, people who are innovators. Maybe somewhere in your lineage, there's someone in your family that they were able to create something that was very instrumental to the world. And so maybe you have that going on within you as well. Maybe you are the next generation of healer, of mathematician, of scientist, of inventor, but someone who you are, it's seeming like it's something about you doing something that others said or thought was impossible, right? Because in this picture you have the pyramids. Okay, they still can't figure out how they built them. They still can't figure out how the pyramids were resurrected. Okay, they still can't figure out how this type of design was created. Okay, and that's because it was created by a very special type of being. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say about that. And you take that however you need to, let it resonate and marinate in your soul however it needs to. But they were built by a very special type of being. Okay, and so because of that, you are a very special type of being. Okay, you are very instrumental to this rock that we live on. Okay, but there is something that you have. Okay, and whatever this is, it could be something passed down to you from your family. It could be a part of your lineage. But however it may be, the clearing up this karmic debt, okay, balancing the scales. Okay, divine justice being brought to you. You reclaiming your freedom. You rising up out of whatever you've been going through. You putting on the full armor of God for your spirit, but you're dressing differently. You're feeling differently. Okay? And you're very confident now. So maybe you got some people or some energies, mindsets, behaviors, people, places, things from around you. And that is what has allowed you to get to a place of freedom. Okay? On the bottom, after these came out, be fearless and stand strong. Okay? This warrior. Okay? And so, the Maori may be important to someone. Someone may be of indigenous or native descent. You may be an earth angel. You are a warrior for God. I feel like a lot of people who go through a lot of spiritual warfare, okay, who endure a lot of fuckery, it's because you are a warrior. Okay, and your spirit is being built because you're ascending, right? New levels, new devils. That's what that's about. As you're ascending, the test, the trials, the tribulations, they're going to get stronger and it's going to be more in depth. And so God has to give you all sort. It's like spiritual boot camp type thing. You know, you just gotta go through a lot of shit, especially if you are a person that you are responsible for clearing a lot of karmic debt from past lives for yourself, and also breaking of things from your family, from your lineage. So someone's being called to stand tall, to stand strong, to not allow what you think you're seeing on the outside affect the work that you do on the inside. Okay, but someone, you definitely could be an earth angel. You definitely could be someone that you are a spiritual warrior. It is your calling, your job, okay, to fight on the spiritual side of things. I feel like, and I said at the beginning, somebody's been going through a lot. So you may have been enduring a lot of spiritual warfare. Okay, there may have been a lot of things going on. And maybe until you had, your first awakening, maybe you really didn't understand what was really going on. And that's because you were still tied, excuse me, you were still tied and bound to certain things of the past, whether it was things that happened in the past in this lifetime that you can remember, or there's things from past lives that you still were bound and tied to that you needed to break off. However that is, you're being called to stand strong because it's your job to fight and to win. Okay, you have a lot of divine protection with you, and so God is not going to allow you to go into the war alone. If you're willing to fight, God is willing to fight with you. Okay, something about the full moon may be significant for someone, maybe because full moons are for releasing, and so maybe during the full moon, that's when you got this boost of courage. This last full moon that we had, maybe, and we're about to have a upcoming new moon on the 2nd, and I think it's in Libra. So Libra is about justice. Libra is about beauty and about things like that. But Libra is, even though they're ruled by Venus, Libra is still about balance. Okay, they are the scales. And so again, we have this clearing up your karma energy. Okay, so maybe you wrote a letter and you did a burning ceremony. Maybe you just went to God or to your ancestors, source energy, whomever you trust and believe in the heavenly realms. But maybe you had a little talk with them, and this is what gave you this boost of confidence. Maybe you prayed about your freedom. Okay, maybe you're tired. You've been fighting a lot, and that's something you were also talking with them about. I've been fighting. I've been doing the work. I've been clearing the karma. I've been changing. And all I desire is freedom. Free me. Okay? Because you've learned the lessons. On the bottom we have y'all, I'm sorry, I just cannot believe it. We have giving and receiving month. So again, we have, this is number 10. 10 is the number of divine ending and new beginning. So someone is definitely closing out some sort of cycle, clearing your karma. Okay, again, she weighs, okay, Mott weighs, and we have this ancient Kemet energy again. She weighs the scales. Okay, again, we have energy of scales. She weighs the scale, your heart on the scales. And if your heart is light as a feather, then you'll be allowed to incarnate into another life. But if not, it's not looking good for you. Okay? Hold on, y'all. I gotta fix my music. All right, I'm back, y'all. Anywho, as I was saying, your heart is weighed on the scales. And so someone may be closing out a cycle where you've been going through a very heavy time. And now you are about to come into a place where everything is lining up. Everything is working out for you. There's a lot of blue in this card. So maybe somebody has, you've gotten your voice back. This raise, this resurrection of your confidence, of your self-love. It's giving you the courage you need in order to use your voice. Okay, when things are not fair, when it comes to you, your peace, your boundaries, you're now speaking up, you're using your voice. Someone has gotten strong within their core. Okay, all right now. Listen. And then after giving and receiving, we have Mami Wata, which is naked. Number 30, which it breaks down to a 3. So maybe you've been working with spirit when it comes to your vulnerability, when it comes to you expressing yourself, with you being able to use your voice to stand up for yourself and others, but also still being loving, with your words. All right now. Somebody's been going with the flow. Maybe you got not necessarily tired of fighting, but you got tired of resisting. Okay? And so going with the flow has been something that you've been practicing. Someone may have been doing some heart chakra work. There's a lot of messages here about your heart. And so maybe someone's been doing some work on not just how you love other people, but mostly on how you love yourself. And that really helped you to come back into balance. Okay, remembering that you got to put self first. And that's just it. No extra. Self got to come first. Because if you can't give to you, how you going to give to other people? If you don't show people how to treat you, okay, and you just let people be willy-nilly and do whatever they want to do, no. So that's where, that balancing is coming in again. You have grief, okay? So like I said, you just been clearing a lot of things that you were grieving, this life or other lives, but you've been clearing these things that have been weighing you down and holding you hostage. Sis is sitting on something. I don't know what this is, but it's requiring balance. There's so much here about balance. This card number is 29, so you might be 29 years old, but it's breaking down to an 11. So using the door that was open to you, using the opportunity to go down a new path and experience grief in another way. Getting through the grief, okay? Not just holding on to it continuously. Allowing yourself to go through all the stages, opening the door for you to be able to get things in balance. You have resistance, okay? So definitely someone had to release the resistance, okay? You had to break free from that. You had to break free from that. Anything else? Okay, I'm gonna go one more time. Anything else? No. Okay. And on the bottom we have secrets revealed. So, which is number 36, which is 9. So there's been some sort of spiritual transformation for somebody. You going through some kind of spiritual baptism or something like that. Okay? You've done some sort of cleansing in your spirit. And whatever this is that you've done, it is allowing you to see things that were not open to you before. Maybe there's some spiritual gifts that you have that you've inherited that now you've been able to receive whatever those gifts are. Because that card, Secrets Revealed, is about God revealing things to you that had previously been hidden because you weren't in a place where you could receive it. So this change, this transformation, this spiritual baptism that somebody has gone through, it's opening up things to you that were not revealed before, things that were previously hidden. Okay? Ooh, I love this. For whoever this is for. Let's see. Okay. On the bottom we have the Two of Coins. So there's forward motion for someone. Okay, something is moving again because you are flowing. This balance that you have. You have the Six of Knives in the reverse. So there may be something that you're wanting to possibly go back to. Something that has been weighing heavy on your mind. Maybe there's something you need to say. There's a lot of blue. Okay. And that it represents your throat chakra. So maybe there's something you need to say and it's going to require you to go back. Okay. And I said earlier, maybe you're like me. Maybe you had to go back to something from your past so that you can clear that shit up. So the scale can be balanced. Okay. So if there's something you need to say to someone to balance things out, if there's something that you need to do that you need to go back to, do it. That's how you get your freedom. Okay, we have the Ten of Knives coming out. Definitely, you have to go back to some things that hurt you, okay? That's what this grief is, okay? But like I always tell you, it's a wondrous blessing that the knives are in the front and not in your back, because that means you can reach all of them. You have the power to pull these knives out, okay? You have the power to say, I'm going to grieve what I need to grieve, but I'm also going to get through it and move on. No more stagnation, okay? No more victim mentality. No more feeling like everyone's always against you and you can't move forward. You can't move forward because you won't let yourself move forward. And that's just how that is. You have the Daughter of Baskets. So going towards what makes you happy. The Six of Wands after that. So definitely moving forward towards something that gives you great joy, something that sits well in your soul, something that allows you to be yourself, something that just gives you joy, okay? Something that makes you happy. I feel like freeing yourself, going back to whatever this is, and removing these knives, it's giving you the ability to really dig deep and see what it is that you truly want for yourself. Okay? The Six of Wands tells me that you're moving forward in balance. Okay, you're moving forward in a place of healing in your emotions, in your spirit, and in your mind. Because you have knives, baskets, and wands here. So you have thoughts and voice. Okay, you have emotions and you have energy. So you're definitely moving forward in a positive way because you stop laying down and allowing things to happen to you. You stood the fuck up. Okay? You have the Father of Knives. Yeah. You took action. You reclaimed your life. Somebody may be calling back their power. Okay? You may be calling back your power. Anything else? give it one more. All right, that's it. On the bottom, we have strength. Yeah, you're standing tall. You're doing what needs to be done. You're saying what needs to be said. And you moving the hell on with your life. And you're moving successfully. Okay? You're tapped into your emotions. You're following the calling and the guidance of those in the heavenly realms. And you're also following your intuition without the resistance that you once had. Okay? This transformation is amazing for whoever it's for. If this resonated for you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please thumbs up the video. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to those of you who are still rocking with me on this journey. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your grace. I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I will see you all 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. I don't know how many days next week. We'll see what happens when next week comes, okay? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I love y'all to life, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.